And we cut across to breaking news coming in. Opposition parties have submitted a note to do resolution to remove Speaker under 94C. Concern being that LOP was not allowed to speak. Opposition members who've now submitted a no trust motion to Lok Sabha Secretary General. This is against the Lok Sabha Speaker, as the opposition is stating that because the LOP, Rahul Gandhi, was not allowed to speak in Parliament, opposition has now submitted a no trust motion to Lok Sabha Secretary General against Lok Sabha Speaker. Maushmi Singh joining us live with further details of this latest move by the opposition. Over to you, Maushmi.
So the big breaking that is coming right now, this is confirmed that Congress MPs went to meet the Secretary General. There are about 119 signatures, though only 2 are required. KC Venugopal, Priyanka Gandhi being the first signatories to that letter. A letter to remove the Speaker. It's a resolution that is submitted under 94C. So this is a notice for the removal of the Speaker under 94C that has been submitted to the Secretary General's office. So clearly, you know, and I have also learned that TMC is not a signatory. They believe that the letter should not be a resolution for removal of the Speaker. There should be some time frame given to the Speaker to react on the 4 demands that were being pressed forward. And the main contention is that the LOP, Rahul Gandhi, has not been allowed to speak in the Lok Sabha. So for the past 2 days, the entire signature campaign was doing the rounds. We have learned there are about over 100 signatories who have MPs from the opposition parties who have signed that letter, and that has been submitted a short while from now at the Secretary General's office.
Oh yes, absolutely, Maushmi. Continue talking to us, because there was also a lot of unruly behavior and protests, ruckus by the opposition that also did create disruptions in the House to function. So with regards to that, what are we expecting next as far as this particular move is concerned, to how the BJP is likely to react?
Clearly, you know, there was some meetings that happened, some parleys between the Minister, Parliamentary Affairs Minister and the opposition leaders met, and then yet again those demands were reiterated that firstly the leader of opposition should be allowed to speak. Then the second demand was that the suspended MP should be taken back. Then the erring ruling party MP who showed all those books, there should be action against them. And the fourth demand that the opposition leaders raised was that those allegations against women MPs that they were going to attack the PM should be done away with. But the ice breaking didn't really happen as far as moving a resolution against the Speaker is concerned. This is the notice that is submitted to the Secretary General. Let me tell our viewers that this is under 94C. This has happened in the past at least thrice, where 3 speakers of the Lok Sabha, a resolution was moved against them, a notice was given. If you look at Mr. Mavlankar, against Mr. Mavlankar, Hukum Singh, and then, of late against Balram Jhakar. So 3 Lok Sabha speakers, such a move was made, but it wasn't admitted many a times because of technical failures or technical glitches. But this time round, the opposition seems to have done its homework as far as garnering signatures are concerned. But although let me tell you that only 2 signatures are required to submit the notice, and then on the floor of the House, there should be at least 50 MPs to second it as far as removal of the Speaker is concerned. Unprecedented situation here in the Lok Sabha, where a resolution, a notice has been submitted for the removal of the Lok Sabha Speaker. This despite some opposition parties not agreeing to the Congress's aggressive stance against the Speaker, saying there should be some leeway given in terms of our demands. We should linger on for 2-3 days, is what the TMC said. But apparently, all the other opposition MPs have stuck to this one, and over 100 signatures have been given to the Secretary General.
Mashmi, to stay on, as we are also putting out those details on our screens, Gogoi has said that the opposition has given the note to move no trust motion, also saying that the opposition has submitted a no trust motion on the speaker, adding that 119 opposition MPs have signed the no trust motion. The opposition has alleged that LOP Rahul Gandhi was not allowed to speak. Not just that, a series of charges that they have pressed against the Lok Sabha speaker, saying that he is biased towards the centre. He must act in an impartial manner, also adding that the charges that have been pressed against the women MPs are false in nature. So primarily on these grounds, it is the opposition that has now gone on to move the no trust motion against the Lok Sabha speaker, and for the very same 119 opposition MPs who have signed the no trust motion. Mashmi, I want to come back to you because this is getting very interesting. Just a short while ago, we saw how Kiran Rijiju had released that video putting out the exact details of the turn of events that happened in the Parliament on the 4th of February, of how those women MPs from the opposition ghared out the BJP MPs, and that led to an ugly scene. They thought that the situation could have escalated, and which is why Prime Minister did not deliver that address in the Lok Sabha that day. Om Birla voiced the same in the Parliament the next day, and now this move by the opposition to move the no trust motion against him.
So clearly this means that the deadlock as far as, discussing General Narwane's book or what Rahul Gandhi was saying was not resolved. Now only after the government, there must have been some parleys that the government said we cannot allow the LOP to go on and harp on the same issue that has a ruling has already been passed. What irked the opposition was that Om Birla passed a ruling against quoting a book, an unpublished book, but the next day, next to next day, Nishikant Dubey, the BJP MP, came with about 5-6 books and made certain statements. Then the opposition, specifically the Congress, pressed on to the demand that there should be action against Nishikant Dubey. The top leaders of the Congress went to the Speaker, and the Speaker, they say, expressed his helplessness. Now, that was the turning point where they really thought that a no confidence motion, in fact, a resolution, should be moved against the Speaker. Now, let me tell you, the procedure is that once the Secretary General gets this notice, he has to admit it. Mr. Dhankar's notice was, refused. There was a no confidence motion notice against him, but his notice was refused on technical grounds of having a spelling mistake in his name. So the Secretary General will go through the entire technicalities. We saw there were bundles of pages of signature while we were outside the Secretary General's office. So that's the task that the Secretary General will go through. There's a 15-day period that should commence after the notice is given, and then only it can be taken up. That it should clear the technical grounds, and then there would be a ruling whether the notice has been admitted and is clear on technical grounds. There would be a voting on that. Now, usually against Mr. Mavlankar and Balram Jhakar, the motion fell because there wasn't absolute majority in favor of the notice. This needs an absolute majority. If the strength of the House, it needs an absolute majority of the strength of the House. So one will have to wait and see whether they have an absolute majority. Let me tell you that even if members are absent in the House, the full...
We cut across to more breaking news coming in after which I come back to you. The Parliament logjam that is finally to end at 2 p.m. A top government source that has stated that the House is likely to reconvene at 2 p.m. An agreement that has been reached with the opposition, but there is no question of accepting any conditions. There is no question of accepting the conditions of revocation of the suspension of 8 MPs or giving Rahul Gandhi a chance to speak. K.C. Venugopal, Gaurav Gogoi, T.R. Balu, Akhilesh Yadav and Abhishek Banerjee were present at the meeting, meeting with the Parliamentary Affairs Minister. The government stated in the meeting that an unconditional agreement must be reached, otherwise the government will proceed with its business. Maushmi, what more are you picking up on that front? Will the House reconvene at 2 p.m. and what exactly is the conversation between Kiran Rijiju and the opposition MPs?
So we are getting this indication that Shashi Tharoor will start the debate that is supposed to commence at 2 p.m. So somewhere, there is one notice that has been given against the speaker, and this is perhaps the temporary arrangement that has been worked upon. The government didn't blink as far as revocation of MPs is concerned, or Rahul Gandhi taking up those issues is concerned. The opposition didn't blink as far as moving a resolution against the speaker is concerned. And now they move forward to 2 p.m. where the discussion on the budget has to commence. Shashi Tharoor is supposed to start that discussion. Perhaps Abhishek Banerjee told me that he is also going to speak on the budget. So we will see some business happening at 2 p.m., but not before an entire climaxing of events with a notice that has been submitted at the Secretary General's office.
Oh yes, absolutely. So far it does seem that a consensus has been struck between both sides as far as reconvening the House at 2 p.m. is concerned. But with regards to a response coming in from the Secretary General on this very no trust motion that has been moved by the opposition MPs, when are we likely to get some clarity on that?
See, this will take some time. It is a parliamentary procedure, and we've seen in the past also the Secretary General will look at all the details of the notice that has been submitted. He will verify the signatures of the MPs, whether there's any repetition. Although only 2 signatures are required, let me tell you that the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, has not signed this letter, I'm told, because he is a matter of contention, or perhaps the person that because of whom that letter has been written. He is the LOP, and the issue is that the LOP is not being allowed to speak. So I have been told that Rahul Gandhi has not signed it. Priyanka Gandhi, KC Venugopal, opposition MPs have signed that letter. It was interesting that I saw that Mr. Javed, Mr. K. Suresh, Gaurav Gogoi, these Congress MPs were at the Secretary General's office. They were looking for the other opposition floor leaders to also join in. Although Abhishek Banerjee clearly said he was not in favor of giving a notice of resolution for removal of speaker. So the TMC is distanced itself, but all of them are in favor at 2 p.m. that the House should function. Now this 15-day period will lapse, and after that, this notice will be taken up perhaps for voting or discussion. And as we know, we've learned that this will need an absolute majority. The numbers are not in favor of the opposition, though they think that this is a matter of messaging or ideological war, and they've raked up a pertinent point by talking about their constitutional rights and parliamentary duties.
All right, Maushmi, at the moment we leave it at that.